There is no single day you do a flight that is equal to another flight. I have more than 3,500 hours, and most of those flights is in Serengeti, and there is no single flight that equals to another one.
To Lake Manyara, be advised that Mikey Yankee balloon type is up in air.
The moment we started to where we are now, we have pioneered the evolution of the balloon basket, the balloon envelope, and the whole ballooning safari experience.
The sensation of floating and the game we could see from the air and the areas we could see that were inaccessible by road. It was amazing.
Serengeti Balloon Safaris was the first company to operate balloons in Serengeti. 35 years ago they started, and it was a challenge from the Civil Aviation Authority perspective, from the National Parks Authority, and of course no one had done it before. So Colin and Tony were the real pioneers. They were trying it out, this whole new amazing activity that is ballooning.
I've always loved wildlife. So Africa had this, you've seen what the nature's like, it's amazing. By 87, I started looking around, for places. I went to Zimbabwe. There I met a man from Tanzania. He was an international school teacher, and he said, if you go to Tanzania, you'll get what you want.
At that time you had to bring all your food, things like fuel, but you felt like an explorer, really. It was exciting, it was raw and very real.
It was 1987, I put in the first application. I think by 1989, nearly gave up. And then in 1991, the piece of paper arrived. You've got it. You can fly in the Serengeti. Ballooning at that time was mainly concentrated on sports balloons. So they were very light. They'd build things with weight in their consciousness, not sturdiness, not getting bashed about on trailers going up and down.
It was difficult even trying to market to tour operators. Now, ballooning is one of the major revenue earners for Tanzania National Parks. So it was tough, but we faced lots of challenges and made it in the end.
We had the choice of the whole of Serengeti to find the best and the most reliable flight routes. And then the staff and the pioneering, many of our team have been here for like 25 plus years. And there's nothing they haven't seen in terms of conditions, in terms of how the flight goes, in terms of different characters and the different ways to make that morning for them as magic as we possibly can. We all are really aware of the responsibility that we have for holding this once-in-a-lifetime experience in our hands. We don't get a second chance. It's not like in a camp or a lodge where you can say, oh, sorry, I'll have that sorted for you by this evening. It's once, we've got to get it right every time. The whole aviation safety management systems is an important part of it. We are an airline, we fly our guests, and so we have to have a proper grown-up safety management system. I even call the most experienced civil aviation balloon operation examiner from the UK to give us an audit. He has said to me this year, he said, I don't think there's any other balloon company that's got as sophisticated and well-used safety management system as you have.
Our company is bigger than we ever thought it would be. We don't want to contribute to over-tourism, and so we're making a deliberate effort to say, no, the demand might be there, but we're not going to be part of that story.
We are the first balloon safaris company to operate here in the Serengeti, and that legacy comes with the duty of protecting the Serengeti for the future generations. When 50 years to come, the Serengeti should be the same as it is now.
Balloon flying is speed, time, distance, judgment, and you need skill and experience and aptitude for that. So for that reason, we scour the world for the very best pilots that we can find. And that's why we have this pilot community from Canada, from America, from Australia, from the UK, or Europe, and even much closer to home. So it was 2001 that our very first pilot, Mohammed Masoudi, became Tanzania's first ever commercial balloon pilot. Mohammed was ground crew. He was a temporary worker working with the balloons on the ground, and he came up through the company and he was trained overseas and he became Tanzania's first ever balloon pilot. And 24 years later, he's still flying for us every day. Captain Abeid has gone from strength to strength. Now he's our chief pilot. He's been our chief pilot for nearly 10 years. I've now promoted him to Director of Flight Operations, and he has been appointed by the Civil Aviation Authority as a flight test examiner, which is an incredible privilege, and the first pilot flight test examiner that Tanzania has. But also Captain Zumo, he was trained in 2018 in Italy to the UK CAA standards, and then he went to America. He got his commercial pilot's license in California, and he's been flying for us since then.
To be honest, there is nothing they haven't trained me. In the question of balloon, nothing. Everything. They gave me everything.
So I always love every single morning, get the energy from new people I'm flying with.
I'll never get tired to fly. No. You take me anywhere, even if I travel the whole day. Provided the next morning I'm going to fly, I'm happy. I will go.
You know, if you could paint the wind in the sky, you know, you'd have a rainbow with all these different directions you're going in.
Just hanging there, suspended under that balloon, floating over this incredible scenery and this incredible wildlife. And it's an extraordinary, extraordinary feeling.